The Battle of Wounded Knee was a massacre in 1890 when the U.S. Army invaded a native Lakota camp and disarmed all the Lakota warriors except for one whose name was Black Coyote. He was deaf and reluctant to give up his rifle. Mass confusion and high tensions led to a skirmish between the troops and the natives. The natives were outnumbered and outgunned compared to the U.S. troops and were slaughtered. 86 men, 49 women, and 18 children were killed during the massacre. U.S. troops were awarded the Medal of Honor for their actions during Wounded Knee. Dubbed the Battle of Wounded Knee, 100 years later, we now recognize it as a massacre. Who in this country is actually free? The Native Americans were a oppressed culture and did not have any rights like the European Americans did. The U.S. soldier represents how the European Americans destroyed the Native American culture, as they thought it was chaotic and destructive, and thought they were going to uprise against the European Americans. The Native American on his knees represents the death of a culture and how the European Americans killed off any culture except for theirs. The eagle feather on the headband represents how a symbol of freedom is on the clothing of a repressed culture. The drop gun represents the disarmament of the Native Americans and how the Second Amendment did not apply to them, and it only applied to the European Americans. The devil horns on the U.S. soldier represents how the Native Americans thought it was punishment from the gods that they were getting killed. It also is the main religion of the European Americans and their Christianic beliefs. The tattered flag in the background represents how America is not living up to the free dream it says it is. It also represents how freedom only applies to those who are from Europe. U.S. citizens also thought the Native American culture was chaotic. Ghost dancing was a form of dance in which the Native Americans would flare their arms and dance around. The U.S. citizens thought that it was a way to get back at the U.S. for being cruel to them. In the U.S. point of view, they thought the Native Americans were uprising against them. They thought they were killing them and trying to take back their weapons.